Hello, it is March 7th, 2024. Let's go over today's trades. Have a bigger losing day. Let's go over the trades we took. We're down 1,700 on the day. Let's go over the trades we took. So pretty much just shorting this hyper bullish day all day. This is originally a short zone. But yeah, we hit this area we expected last night, 84, and I was really looking to get in long somewhere like these two areas. We never approached, we never pulled back, and I was just anticipating this pullback. It was frustrating. We were kind of we also took this trade early in the morning, which is not a good idea. Trading the open, we usually never do that. Um, this was probably our a good short entry if we're going to short here. And this would have been our best long of the session. We didn't quite touch down Delta Zero. I don't like to trade around Delta usually, but that was a big confluence zone there where I was debating whether to get long there. So yeah, it was kind of frustrating. I was just anticipating this breakdown this entire time. Let's see where we took these entries on the Delta. So here we touched this 10,000 Delta. I expected us to sell, but it's a retest. It was a retest of the area, so it's usually not that good. And then we got in again here. We broke above, and that failed. And then we got in. We thought, and then we started trying to trade this breakdown. And we never broke down. We just kept holding, and just pushing higher. So it's a frustrating session. Trading at all-time highs. We never do well trading all-time highs. There's just not enough context really for us to work around. But we should have been looking for longs. I was really anticipating these longs. These are the entries I was looking for. This one was okay. At the time, I think this was above VWAP though, so I wasn't crazy about taking it. Yeah, just none of these shorts really played out the way we wanted them to. Let's look at the main chart here. Let's just go over the entire session we saw. So yeah, I think we were going short here. We're trying to short for this breakdown, and we really like this level, this 111, 112. It was yesterday's market. It was yesterday's market value area, point of control. I thought really this is going to be very magnetic because I've seen this a few times. We take out this level and go from here, but realistically, getting this long here, it was above VWAP, so I wasn't crazy about it. But it was a flush out to delta neutral, and then let's see how the rest of the session go. Oh yeah, and then we had a really strong short area marked here. So if we're going to go short for point of resistance or something, this would have been the level to get short from. And then once we started to approach it again, we should have been more wary, I think, about re-entering short. I think we re-entered another short here, expecting this flush that never came. We just kept pushing higher, and then from this point on, we were kind of in no man's land a bit. We had some half gaps and stuff to work with, but I'm having a hard time setting areas, levels for market, the yearly value areas, value area highs, standard deviation bands and whatnot. I'm having a hard time finding levels to trade around at all-time highs. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah, so we started to break out and hold above this area. We had a very wide VWAP today. I was really expecting this short down. If we look at our yearly here, you can see we have been fast trending up all year. We tend to short at the edges of our yearly deviation band. So if I was going to be looking for shorts today, somewhere around the 190 area, it's probably the best place to short from, and then riding it down to this 123 is probably where we're going to continue to hold from. See where that looks on the chart here. 120, 120, 120, yeah, kind of this area here. This level is probably where we're going to want to support from. I wouldn't be surprised if next week's weekly has a half gap here or something like this. But we continue to push this thing up. It's just been relentless. Um, it's kind of like we were bullish in our bias, but then we were taking shorts all day, expecting this pullback that never came. So just directionally, we were really trying to predict instead of react, which we really need to react and pull the trigger on those reversals. Those are always our best trades. These ones where we're like predicting, oh, we're going to flush to this area. Sometimes we're right, but it's usually always better to take the long or the reversal trade than the anticipation, because we were just anticipating, trying to predict all day, which was not good. Yeah, and we were kind of pulling in yesterday's bias, in this week's bias, which was, around these delta neutral levels. We've been kind of, overall our sessions have dipped above them, and then we've had a sell-off. So I was kind of anticipating to see this, where we kind of go above and then we sell off. We didn't get any of that today. We just had strong bullish bias, and we had such a great trade that was a reversal yesterday. That was kind of more of a prediction trade, I would say, that worked out, that we took that bias into today's session. And when we started to see this break down here, we started scaling in pretty heavy, because we thought, like, we saw this just yesterday, but it didn't repeat. So I guess that's worthy noting. That's it. Down 1,700 for the day. Let's see. I think Fridays are usually our worst days. From our stats, we usually tend to have the biggest losing days Friday and least success for win rates Friday. So I don't know what to make of that, but I should probably trade with caution tomorrow. Thursdays usually tend to be good, but we were just fighting against the grain all day. So we'll call it there.